The Trojan Football Report is presented by Montgomery Regional Airport Connections. Convenience, the rest is easy. Fly Montgomery. Troy University. Since 1887, Troy University has educated the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act. If you are called to serve a greater purpose, visit troy.edu. And by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have the yellow tag, you don't want it.
Alongside Coach Larry Blakeney, this is Mary McKnight. Welcome into the Trojan Football Report. Troy won their second consecutive game and their first game on the road with a 35-28 victory over Georgia State on the Georgia Dome. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, man. It was by the hardest, and I don't know how many people anticipated what happened. I certainly thought we were going to face a much better team than most people thought that Georgia State had. I know Trent Miles. I know where he's been. He's got a good staff. And I watched tape on these guys, and they ran around. They tackled well on defense. They knew what they wanted to do. They had a number 2 named Wilson on offense, and he's about as dynamic a guy as I've seen in a long time. It sort of reminds me of T.Y. Hilton, who's playing in the NFL presently and from FIU. And so you know, all the things that we needed to do, I think we did. You know, the game was much tougher than most people had anticipated it being, and you know, credit to them, and really credit to us for being able to maybe play a little bit lackluster without 3 starters on offense and 2 starters for the first half on defense and win the game.
3 starters out on offense, but still, offense was awfully prolific and all, you know, ran the football well, threw it well.
Ran the ball. Burks and Chun both produced. Of course, you know, there's a lot of folks involved in that running game, just like there is in any play offensively. We were able to throw the ball around. Had 2 interceptions. You know, one of them, I think Corey just didn't see the linebacker, and the other one was on a play-action pass where we tried to fake the run on a 4th down play and get an easy touchdown. Didn't happen.
Well, it's the Trojans' first game in a Dome Stadium since the 2010 New Orleans Bowl. Troy against Georgia State at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Solomon this year has 11 touchbacks, hasn't kicked one out of bounds yet, and he'll kick it right to Wilson. I say right to him. It'll go out of bounds on the sideline. A perfect kick. It is out of bounds on this sideline in the end zone. A perfect kick. But Georgia State just 36% this year on 3rd down. They've got 3rd and 9. Bell's in trouble. He'll go down. The Trojans swarm him under back at the 36-yard line. Again, Gillespie. The running back is Mega Chun, the freshman Jordan Chun. Here's the pitch ahead to Thomas. Thomas vaults the line of scrimmage. He makes a cut back towards the middle of the field, and he's got an angle. 50. Angles to the 45. Great stiff arm at the 40. Holy smokes. To the 30, down to the 25-yard line. He stiff-armed a man and impaled him to the turf. Corey will send twin receivers either way. Edenfield and Holmes to the near side. He was going to look left side and throw to the end zone, looking for his man Thomas. Back shoulder throw. He's got it at the pylon. Steps into the end zone. Touchdown. Men of Troy. 7-7 game. Burks in the backfield with Robertson. Corey pump fakes. Has time. Throws downfield. Wide open. Williams at the 45-40. Makes a cut at the 35. Stumbles forward to the 25-yard line. And down there. Big gain. 44 yards to Chris Williams. Robinson will go to the short side. That's Holmes. Couple of defenders fighting. And Holmes gets past the blocker and gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Men of Troy. The Trojans defense would like to get Georgia State off the field right now after the long kickoff return. Here's the blitz. There's Gillespie again. Down he goes. Back at the 49-yard line. Antonio Gillespie is insane with Chun behind him. Snap comes back. Robinson wants to throw, looks to the end zone. Technip's not looking for it, and it's intercepted by Georgia State.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away. We'll haul that lumber, lift that frame, sing a little song and do it all again. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
It's college football season, and the orders are pouring in.
Sales spike, I'm happy.
Profits up, I'm happy.
Millions of fans in no time, I'm nervous.
Can we handle the logistics?
Use UPS. Digital tracking, proactive alerts, less paperwork. We save time, customers get what they need. Everybody's happy.
Buckeyes happy. Gators happy.
Hogs happy.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
It's a win.
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 Win. I love logistics.
To become a champion, you have to make smart choices. Choices like formulating a plan, setting goals, working hard, staying disciplined, and being an example to others. Take travel choices. I choose to fly from Montgomery Regional Airport. It connects me to my destinations, gives our region's economy a lift, provides fast personal service, and the rest is easy. I'm Coach Larry Blakeney. I fly Montgomery.
Do you have unexpected bills? Need cash now? Let Title Max turn your car title into cash. With Title Max, get $1,000, $3,000, $6,000, even $10,000. Title Max gets you the most cash, the lowest rates, with instant approval. Your car title is your credit, and Title Max gets you the cash you need in 30 minutes or less. So if you need help paying your bills, bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
One of the great stories on defense, individually for Troy to this point of the season, is junior linebacker Mark Wilson. He's the subject of our feature story during this edition of the program, and Coach Mark Wilson is certainly a guy who has shown a great deal of ability on the football field.
Well, I'll tell you, Mark, I'm glad he's here. He really has been here twice. You know, he came here out of, I think, Lincoln in Tallahassee. Pretty highly touted high school player, and I think he had other big schools. He wanted to stay a little closer to home. He came here, he didn't do well academically, and we helped him go to a junior college and found out that he had really gotten his academic life and his football life back together, and signed him again. And he's proved out to be well worth it.
Takes over for in that position where you're responsible for, he's got a great deal of natural ability, but he's responsible for an awful lot as well.
He's got to get them lined up. He's got to make the strength call no matter what, according to what the defensive call is, and then tells all these other folks where to go and where to line up front and at the backer position and the nickel position.
I've seen you interact with him before. I know you've shown a lot of respect in his leadership abilities.
He's really shown strong leadership qualities, and he's willing to assert them, and that a lot of people could lead that won't assert, and he's really taken this defense over as the leader.
Certainly a point of pride for the football program, for the athletic department, and for the university as well. Here's junior linebacker Mark Wilson.
My name is Mark Wilson. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm a middle linebacker, and this is my redshirt junior year. Playing linebacker at Troy, you know, it's like being the quarterback of the defense, and that's what Coach Bo always preached. Middle linebacker is the boss. He makes the calls, he runs the show when we out there on the field. So you got to have it together, and you got to know what you're doing. Coming out of high school, I was young, and being redshirted, I wasn't ready for it. I made some mistakes that young guys make academically wise, but I've grown up, going to JUCO, and coming back. Troy is the place for me. This is my home. That's why I came back, and I'm ready. I'm a sociology major, and hopefully, I have aspirations of going to the NFL. But if that don't work out, I want to help kids that came up the way I did, that had it pretty rough, because growing up, I had it rough, but I had a social worker, and she kind of brought the light out of things and made my situation a little bit better. So, I hopefully I can inspire somebody, and hopefully get them on track the way that helped me.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. the comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
The beautiful city of Troy welcomes you to visit and see what Troy has to offer. Historic homes, the Pioneer Museum of Alabama, Pike County Lake, Troy University, state-of-the-art sports facility, Alabama Bandmasters Hall of Fame, public golf course and tennis courts, and first-class accommodations. Troy, Alabama, a wonderful place to live and visit.
To leave a legacy of education to future Troy University students is a truly special gift. The Troy Shield Society recognizes some amazing people who've chosen to include Troy in their estate planning.
We will be a great university as a result of the generosity given by those people who truly love and support our institution.
Hundreds of Troy supporters have already joined the Shield Society. Please pledge your support and help ensure a world of opportunities for tomorrow's Troy students today.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away. We'll haul that lumber, lift that frame, sing a little song and do it all again. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
Troy comes out of the locker room at the Georgia Dome, up 14-7 over Georgia State, with the football due to them coming out of the locker room, Coach.
Well, they kicked it off to us. We gave it right back to them on the turnover in the running game, and something you just can't do. So everything that we planned in the locker room to do in the third quarter to initiate our first possession went south, and they wound up going. I think they scored 14 points in the third, and wound up going up, and we were able to fight back and win it late.
Yeah, going up as they did. They scored 2 touchdowns in the first 8 minutes of the third quarter to take the lead. And Coach, I'm curious the tone that you guys set on the sideline at that point when you felt.
Well, the biggest thing that I kept hearing from Coach Bolt and others, and Kenny, I listened to those two guys all the time, and I talked to Shane a lot over both face-to-face. But let's don't let them get down. Let's don't let them point fingers. Let's keep them going. Keep them going. We're fine. Let's just make sure we keep playing and playing together, and not laying blame off on somebody else, which is a human thing to do. And but we were and some of that leadership quality that you talked about, asserted by Mark and Spike and some of the other guys, Gillespie and Marty Statham. I mean, and T-Art. I mean, we got a lot of older guys out there, and they know that, we can score points. We just got to make sure we get their offense under control.
Well, and that certainly in the fourth quarter proved to be the difference as Troy went to the ground and ground out a couple of touchdowns.
Well, I liked it. They were playing a pretty soft approach to trying to take away all the deep stuff and big stuff, and in the passing game, and forcing us to go to the run and maybe shorter throws, and we found a little seam that they weren't covering in a little trail route that's been around a long time, and we brought it out, and Williams came out there and made I think 3 big plays for us, and got us rolling, and we were able to stop them a couple of times on defense. Very proud of the win. I tell you what, it was hard earned.
Yes, it was. Several big highlights in the second half helped provide the difference as Troy leads 14-7 going into the third quarter. Here are our second half highlights.
Will Lutz will kick it away for Georgia State. Another high, short punt. This will be Jordan Chum that'll actually return it from the 24-yard line. He gets to the 35-yard line, through a tackle to the 40, and that's where the Trojans will have it first and 10. Second again, 7 again on second down. Swing pass goes to Edenfield. Nice pass, nice block from Williams. Edenfield's got big yardage, tumbles across the 40 to the 42-yard line. 4 minutes into the third quarter, tied at 14. Robinson pump fakes, rolls right, goes to the far side of the boundary. Got a man complete. Williams on a bust, 35, and he's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 44-yard line, Troy's own territory. Quarterback option keeper, Dion, speed to the 40. He's to the 35, down at the 34-yard line. Motion across from Thomas. They'll fake a pitch to him. Anthony stands tall in the pocket, throws left side. It's tipped away, caught by Williams, who stumbles at the 30-yard line. Troy Chun in the backfield with Robinson, and he'll get the call. Nice hold to the right side to the 5. Spins off a tackle. He's in. Touchdown. Men of Troy. Finally, the Trojans break through in the third quarter. Robinson ready. He wants to throw here. 4-man rush. Steps up under pressure. Throws with authority. Finds Edenfield. First down. KD battling. They stand him up and finally push him down to the 42-yard line. And Van Hooser, are they going to look to the near side? Corey unclutches, double clutches. Now he throws on the move, looks for Eric Thomas, makes the catch, and he's out of bounds. Terrific catch at the 16-yard line. A motion across from the H-back. Handoff goes to Jordan Chun. Nicely blocked. He springs into the 5, still battling. He's got the first down and down to about the 2-yard line. And Lee, pistol set, handoff Chun. Chun burrows to the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown. Men of Troy. Second score for Jordan Chun. Bell ready to throw. Looks, throws downfield, tries to find his man, and it's intercepted! Chris Pickett at the 20, 25-30. Needs to get a block, can't do it. It's to the 37-yard line, and the Trojans finally get a takeaway. Robinson again wants to throw. He's got a man wide open. Williams has got it. 30. He's to the 25. Cuts behind Thomas's block. He's got the end zone. Touchdown. Men of Troy. 54 yards, and Troy leads once more. In order to get on the bus, Robinson takes it, takes a step forward. He cradles the football and kneels as though a man in prayer. Well, this afternoon the Trojans' prayers were answered. They salt away a 35-28 win over Georgia State.
Do you have unexpected bills? Need cash now? Let Title Max turn your car title into cash. With Title Max, get $1,000, $3,000, $6,000, even $10,000. Title Max gets you the most cash, the lowest rates, with instant approval. Your car title is your credit, and Title Max gets you the cash you need in 30 minutes or less. So if you need help paying your bills, bring your car title to Title Max, and you too will say, I got my title back with Title Max.
It's college football season, and the orders are pouring in.
Sales spike, I'm happy.
Profits up, I'm happy.
Millions of fans, no time. I'm nervous.
Can we handle the logistics?
Use UPS. Digital tracking, proactive alerts, less paperwork. We save time, customers get what they need. Everybody's happy.
Buckeyes happy.
Gators happy.
Hogs happy.
I'm happy.
Happy.
Happy. Happy.
It's a win.
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 Win. I love logistics.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away. We'll haul that lumber, lift that frame, sing a little song and do it all again. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
To become a champion, you have to make smart choices. Choices like formulating a plan, setting goals, working hard, staying disciplined, and being an example to others. Take travel choices. I choose to fly from Montgomery Regional Airport. It connects me to my destinations, gives our region's economy a lift, provides fast personal service, and the rest is easy. I'm Coach Larry Blakeney. I fly Montgomery.
Here on the Trojan Football Report, we're joined by Troy head athletic trainer Chuck Ash. And Chuck, we thought it was timely to get a perspective from you right about now. The new targeting rules have certainly been a focus of a lot of fan conversation. From your perspective, the targeting rule, you've said before that you think the intent of the targeting rule is a good intent. What do you think so far about the way it has affected college football?
Well, we've had a chance to see the targeting rule implemented as much as anybody, I imagine, and I think the rule at the base is a very, very good rule, but you know, not that long ago, the big emphasis was on MRSA, staph infections, and as a result of that emphasis, our players were really conscious about having every scrape or cut evaluated, and as a result of that, we have very little MRSA on the team. when the focus on concussions came around, everybody who had a headache or that squinted their eyes one day, they all thought they might have a concussion, and as a result of that, we really raised awareness. But I'm afraid that with the targeting rule and so much emphasis placed on it, and referees making decisions at split second, in just a millisecond, right. I think the backlash of that is going to be our defensive backs and linebackers are going to start hitting guys really, really low. And as a result of that, I think we're going to probably see a rash of injuries of knees and ankles. I'm not so sure if I'm a wide receiver running across the middle, I wouldn't rather him hit me in the shoulder than I would in the knee or the ankle.
That's a great point. You made that. You and I were talking about it a little bit. I had never thought about it from that perspective before. But again, the point needs to be reinforced. You absolutely understand and respect the need to cut down on possible concussions.
The defenseless receiver is a great rule. The defenseless player, the targeting, and we've had that rule pretty much for forever, I think, at some level, you know, like spearing, which obviously is not a good thing. But I'm just afraid with so much emphasis on it, we're going to see a lot of different types of injuries.
In just a short period of time, the concussion protocol that your athletic training staff has in place really begins during the summer with a baseline established for each player.
We do a lot of baseline testing and balance testing. We were doing balance testing 10 years before the NCAA thought it was a great idea. So we're really proud of the program that we've put together for concussions.
There's so many people that are interested in this, a renewed interest, as you talk about, amongst the players, amongst the fans as well. We thought it'd be timely to get you in and give some perspective from all your years of experience. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, Barry. Appreciate it.
Chuck Ash is the head athletic trainer at Troy University and good enough to spend some time with us here on the Trojan Football Report.
To leave a legacy of education to future Troy University students is a truly special gift. The Troy Shield Society recognizes some amazing people who've chosen to include Troy in their estate planning.
We will be a great university as a result of the generosity given by those people who truly love and support our institution.
Hundreds of Troy supporters have already joined the Shield Society. Please pledge your support and help ensure a world of opportunities for tomorrow's Troy students today.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away. We'll haul that lumber, lift that frame, sing a little song and do it all again. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas, the comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
The beautiful city of Troy welcomes you to visit and see what Troy has to offer. Historic homes, the Pioneer Museum of Alabama, Pike County Lake, Troy University, state-of-the-art sports facility, Alabama Bandmasters Hall of Fame, public golf course and tennis courts, and first-class accommodations. Troy, Alabama, a wonderful place to live and visit.
As always, during the Trojan Football Report, we present to you what we call our Trojan Top 5, the top 5 highlights from Troy's win over Georgia State.
Corey will send twin receivers either way, Edenfield and Holmes to the near side. He was going to look left side and throw to the end zone, looking for his man Thomas. Back shoulder throw. He's got it at the pylon, steps into the end zone. Touchdown, men of Troy. That's where Payton and Van Hooser are. They're going to look to the near side. Corey unclutches, double clutches. Now he throws on the move, looks for Eric Thomas, makes the catch, and he's out of bounds. Terrific catch at the 16-yard line. The running back is Megachon, the freshman Jordan Chun. Here's the pitch ahead to Thomas. Thomas vaults the line of scrimmage. He makes a cut back towards the middle of the field, and he's got an angle. 50. Angles to the 45. Great stiff arm at the 40. Holy smokes. To the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Bell ready to throw. Looks, throws downfield, tries to find his man, and it's intercepted! Chris Pickett at the 20, 25-30. Needs to get a block, can't do it. Heads to the 37-yard line, and the Trojans finally get a takeaway. Robinson again wants to throw. He's got a man wide open. Williams has got it. 30. He's to the 25. Cuts behind Thomas's block. He's got the end zone. Touchdown. Men of Troy. 54 yards, and Troy leads once more.
Welcome back into the Trojan Football Report, Coach. Your club is now one game over 500 overall and in the league, and that's important, with a little bit of rest time before another tough road trip.
Tough road trip, and really back-to-back road trips within 6-7 days. I mean, 6 days, I believe. We go to ULL the next Thursday night after a Saturday game. That's some tough duty. But this team at Western Kentucky has been good for the last several years, and Bobby Petrino is certainly is one of the finest football coaches, known well for his offensive strategies. They got a defense that's as good as we've seen.
The off week, a little chance for some rest, because your club, like a lot of clubs, is
it's that time of year. You know, you're gonna have some injuries probably, unless you're really lucky, and the rest certainly should be good for us.
The Trojans and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Critical game for your club right now as we get set for the stretch we're on.
Well, you know, this would really put us ahead of the 8 ball, or ahead of the trek. You know, put us on top, especially against a team like them at their place. And so, you know, we got our work cut out for us. I'm anxious to get with it and see how we do against Western.
Certainly a good measuring stick to see where the program is after a couple of big wins. Troy versus Western Kentucky is next up. We hope you get a chance to check that game out, and we certainly hope to see you again next week with another edition of the Trojan Football Report.
For more Troy athletics, find us on Facebook and Twitter. The Trojan Football Report is presented by Montgomery Regional Airport Connections. Convenience, the rest is easy. Fly Montgomery. Troy University. Since 1887, Troy University has educated the mind to think, the heart to feel, and the body to act. If you are called to serve a greater purpose, visit troy.edu. And by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have the yellow tag, you don't want it.